playing a number of Smugglers Copters decks lately, and Aethersphere Harvester was really good in the deck we played it in yesterday as well, as was Night Market Lookout, so... How many Dead Guy Ale decks are at the top of the queue? I do know the Docker image that I'm using does work on OS X. There are people on the GitHub page that were posting about getting it set up. And it looks like we're gonna have time to play 5 decks today. Sweet. So we're gonna play this hand's pretty good. We're gonna play this league with Black White Sisters. Then we're gonna play a Bant Devoted Company deck to wrap up today. Docker is very easy to install on Linux. I have no idea how easy or hard it is to install on Apple operating systems. Yeah, it's basically a black-white tokens with the sisters to kind of make the Bitterblossom less painful. Oh, I think I cut the Blood Baron. Is the Stream Decker... The Stream Decker list might be wrong at the moment. Hold on. Let me check. No, the Stream Decker list is right. The one in the donation queue is incorrect. I made some changes because the list that was originally submitted to me only had 21 lands in it, and 21 lands is not enough to curve to 3, 4, and 5. I don't know, Jackal Girl. Honestly, maybe we just ran good the first few times we played it. Like, I don't think Modern as a format has really changed that much. It's definitely very possible that we were just running good the first few leagues we played it through. I personally prefer Black Green Rock over Jund. I'm not a fan of Dark Confidant. I think Bloodbraid Elf is just kind of okay. I was like, are they playing Dredge? They've been to Reckless Bushwhacker, though. I have the audio turned off. Moto sounds don't really add value to Moto as a game. We've played Tracker in Jund on stream before. I think it's fine. Don't play a second. Have a heart. Dang it, Bobby. I think if Jund is not playing trackers, they're a dog to Black-Green. Because Black-Green gets to play Field of Ruin to deal with Jund's creature lands cleanly and easily. The solution isn't ban Hollowed One because Stoneforge Mystic is banned. The solution is unban Stoneforge Mystic. I started playing Magic very casually in 2001, 2002, sometime around there. Whenever Odyssey block was when I started playing. End of Apocalypse, beginning of Odyssey. It's a Delve creature. Smells like a Delve creature. Why, Grim Lavamancer, why? This is kind of a non-bow, though. Yeah, I think so. I think Tireless Trackers, that's a good draw. Okay. Okay, we might be able to race here. We might be able to race here. So, I think I go Soul's Attendant. Cast. I'm gonna crew the Copter first. Let's crew and then loot. And see what we get. We get like a Path to Exile here, and then have Path plus Lingering Souls this turn. Even Fatal Push is really good. But then like next turn we just get to like play Sorin Solemn Visitor and like gain a bunch of health. One mana removal. One mana removal. All right. Yep. All right. So Lingering Souls gains us 4 and then blocks 8, which is absurd. Work sucks. I know. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares. Do 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 do. All right, so if they can activate Grimboy and shoot down a Soul Warden, it'll be a little annoying, but not the end of the world. I think we're just pumping a double chump here. Is single chump greedy? Is this greedy? I take 9 and go to 8. I think this is actually fine, right? Because then I soar in next turn with more things. I take 9, go to 8. I can't die here, right? Because if they can't have double bolt plus land Grim Lavamancer because they only have 2 cards in their hand. Yeah, I think I just single chump here, and then Sorin makes up the difference here quite nicely. Always remember, chat, if you want to participate and tell me we're making a wrong play, you need to articulate yourself as to why the play is wrong. Okay, they haven't shot us yet. Kind of surprised they haven't shot down Soul Warden here. So they gave us 1 free point of health there, so thanks for that, opponent. So let's do this. Get to the chopper! To the chopper! I think I'm gonna attack with the Spirit 2 here. Actually, can we just attack with both? Is that greedy? How greedy is it to go to... If I go to 18 here... I go to 18, they have 12. They can fetch and shoot this down and then attack for 13. They have no cards in hand. So if I leave an extra 1 back, I gain an extra 4. Yeah, I think I'm ahead enough at this point that I just want to be conservative. Like, they get to guaranteed shoot down 1 blocker, but I think that's fine. We can't really get Vengevine next turn. They only have 3 lands and they have no cards in hand. You should read my article on Gathering Magic Tempest. It's linked on my decklist page about Black-Green Rock. I talk about why I think it's better than Jund in that article. And while that article's like a month old at this point, I think it's still valid. They might have to attack the Sorin this turn. That is also true. The Shefet Dunes could potentially be lethal, right? They're at 7. No, I wanted to play the land tapped so that way I can activate Shefet Dunes without shocking next turn. I don't know, I feel like getting overly aggressive here is a pretty big mistake. Like, I've got double Lingering Souls in my discard pile, so, like, getting super aggressive seems kind of pointless. Like, just buffer my health total and, like, slowly chip them away. We have plenty of chump blockers. Honestly, like, this game... So, the person that submitted this, they have a split of Sorins in the deck. And it's going to be interesting to see if this ever feels better than the other Sorin. I think Sorin, Lord of Innistrad, is pretty solidly worse than Solemn Visitor in these token-style decks in my experience. It'll be interesting to see if that comes up in this league, the difference between them. Dredge is a great deck if you never see Rest in Peace or Leyline of the Void. If your opponents have cards that they want to beat you with, though, they're going to beat you, and it's going to feel bad while they do it. So... depends on how badly you want to lose the sideboard cards or not. I think Dredge is a fine power level if you're not getting hosed by board cards. And, like, Black-White Walkers is kind of a different deck too, Wannabe Beetle, right? Like, Black-White Walkers is a deck that tends to have less board presence on average than a deck like this that has Bitterblossom and Pain Seers and Lingering Souls, like, all of these cards that add board presence for you, basically. Alright, they should probably be dead here now. They only have 2 cards in hand, so they can't have, like, Land Bolt. We're just going to kill them in the air with the Smuggler's Copter and the Shefet Dunes. So they are dead on board. This is my anthem. My anthem's amazing. Do 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 do. That was pretty impressive. Did they play 2 Hollowed Ones on turn 2 or turn 3? Does anybody remember? I think it was turn 2, right? I think it was turn 2. I'm actually going to trim Innistrad, Lord of Innistrad, because it doesn't seem very good here. Trim a Pain Seer here as well. Just bring in these Settle the Wreckage. Never drew a path either. Just like straight up blocked and raced them. What do you think, chat? Do we risk it for the biscuit? I feel like there's a biscuit in our future if we keep this hand. Stoneforge Mystic would be absurd with Smuggler's Copter, right? Like... Well, I mean... That's not exactly the same as bricking, right? That is a stale biscuit. Why are you so sad, Vault of the Archangel? You ever played a polymorph tokens deck? We've played a bunch of blue-green polymorph. It's actually a deck I'm going to add to my website when I can find time to get more decks added, hopefully this evening. Alright, give me a black source, please. If they offer the trade here, I'm taking it. I'd be pretty surprised if they offered it. I think this is just good for us. Good, clean living. Ever want Hidden Stockpile? No, I think Hidden Stockpile is just too grindy and slow. Like, we already have a lot of slow, grindy cards in this deck, so... I don't know that I want more of them. Modern's not a format that's very becoming of slow, grindy cards. By and large, it rewards playing cards that play to the board very quickly, and Hidden Stockpile just doesn't do that. That's a Vengevine, okay. Yep. Yep. Scourge chat. Glad we got these paths. I think if we'd have hit the black or the white source by turn 3, we'd have been okay here, but we're probably going to be a little bit far behind now. No, I did not see the ninjutsu card that got printed. No, I don't really watch network television. What little bits of media I watch come from Hulu and Netflix and Twitch. Alrighty. Because it's a brick. House. I really like this card. Very difficult for a lot of these decks to take off the table. Blocks really well. kind of bright star. Modern's a format that's about, there's so much tempo in this format and how brutal and fast the games are that in most games of Modern against the good decks, all it is turn 3 Batterskull. The decks that care about the grind that Stoneforge can generate generally aren't very good in Modern. And honestly, most of the decks that care about the grind would get better because they would get to play Stoneforge Mystic. So while I agree with you that there's more to Stoneforge than just turn 3 Batterskull, I think that's the most important part about it. And it's not close. Well, this is aggressive. The good news is if we find a black source, we're going to be in a very good spot. A Braid, Bolt, Path to Exile, Push, Stifle the Germ token. Like, there's a lot of things that beat it. People are just, like, used to evaluating every card they see only in the context of the original format it was printed, and just, like, completely lose sight of the fact that, like, these cards have different power levels in different formats like Modern. That's really unfortunate. I think I'm casting Rampant Growth now. You like how they brought in Blood Moon against our 2-color deck? When's the next ban list announcement, Dr. Kumar? Is there another one coming up? We're a little bit cold to a Hollowed One or a Delve threat at this point, but I definitely think I need to just get this into play. Yeah, I didn't want to die to Shefet Dunes. I guess it's true. We did kill them with Shefet Dunes, I suppose. Yeah, to be fair, like, Blood Moon just, like, wouldn't even be a card this game, right? If I had just, like, kept a better hand. August 20th. No, Chef Seth. The only decks I'm putting on my website are decks that we've played multiple times and I'm fairly confident are reasonable decks. I don't think it qualifies strictly under the meme section. Even decks in the meme section, I want ones to be that I've played multiple times. They have a Gore Clan Rampager? They have a Gore Clan Rampager? Why didn't they just kill me? Why didn't they just kill me? Not enough of a challenge. I'd really like to draw a race car this turn so we can play Night Market Lookout plus start crewing with it. Wait. Oh my god, it's a 3-drop. Oh my god, it's a 3-drop. Oh no, chat. It's a 3-drop. They always play it for 2 mana, okay? They always play it for 2 mana. Listen, I don't want to hear it, okay? That card costs 2. I even drew the Smuggler's Copter, too. Alright, keep a better hand this game. Like, has that card ever been cast for 3 mana in, like, the history of Modern? It's like Hollowed One. It's like Hollowed One and Gurmag Angler. You should be able to push Hollowed One and Gurmag Angler. Alright, sweet. Sand's not amazing, but it gets our basics. Harvester's probably very good in this matchup. Yeah, I would have taken +4, McCullough. It's a good draw. They didn't bin a Vengevine. That's good for us. To go Bitterblossom into Race Car here. The mill deck had a bad run today. Ooh. Look at all these. Look at all these flying cars. It really is 2018, huh, chat? Really is 2018. Thanks, Isaac. Can't block the Jackal Pup. It's too menacing. Alright, I'm gonna Fatal Push this Grim Lavamancer, I think. That way they can't Lava Man plus bolt my Aethersphere Harvester. Dimir Charm's real narrow, Jackal Girl. Alright, so do I want to play this or do I want to play a second car? I think I want to play a second car this turn. Unless they show us something like Ancient Grudge here. Are they double bolting my car? Does Dimir Charm counter sorceries? Is that its other mode? It's counter, kill power 2 or less. And then what's the last one? Look at the top 3 cards of their deck, put 1 back, and bury the other 2. Maybe that is okay, actually, Jackal Girl. I don't want to auto pass here. If I could crew this. Driving in my car, beep beep. Doot, 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 doot. Chad just broke mill. Cracked it clean in half. Gotta remember we got old Shambles down here too for later. Ooh. Ooh. I want to just get my guaranteed 3, and I feel like if I don't attack with this, they're just not going to attack, and then I won't gain my health this turn. Get this Path to Exile going. Jeff, almost forgot. My company deck is today. I'll just find bucks for a whiff sound. Sounds good. I use my energy. We gain 3. Poor sister. Sister, sister. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Turns is 4th in the queue. It should be tomorrow, assuming no cuts. Maybe tomorrow's going to be a shorter stream. So we'll see. Tomorrow is a shorter stream. Because I have to get packed and stuff for Gen Con. I think this card's actually pretty okay in Modern for what it's worth. They have 0 cards in hand, so we're just like in an absurd spot. To battle stations! To the battle stations! Like, this is the type of deck where, like, Bitterblossom could actually be really good, right? Because, like, Bitterblossom is, like, a pretty okay card, but just, like, the fact that you generally don't have a way to offset the health loss that it generates is a pretty big deal, but this deck can actually do that, right? Really glad I added Shambling Vent, by the way. The two, I added a 22nd and 23rd land to this deck, and they were 2 Shambling Vents. Because 21 was definitely not enough. Opponent said good games, opponent. Sweet. Off to a 1-0 start with our Black-White Car Sisters. While we're waiting for the next match in this league to pop, I'd just like to thank everyone for hanging out here today. Welcome. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer, memer, content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30+ hours a week. We focus primarily on Modern. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me here full-time. I wouldn't be able to do this as often as I do without all of their support. If you're one of the many people in the world who has Amazon Prime, if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you get Twitch Prime included with that for free. And Twitch Prime gives you a free channel subscription every single month to a channel of your choice here on Twitch. If you're one of the many people in the world watching this in the future on my YouTube channel, I don't have to be live for you to give me the Amazon Prime. So if our schedules don't quite line up and you like to support me that way, I would really appreciate that. Past that, you can check out some of my very wonderful sponsors. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn some of your Magic cards into other cards directly with other players. There's no haggling. They just take a 1% fee off of the top. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. Mox Pyrite, thank you very much for the brand new Twitch Prime. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. And of course, this stream wouldn't be possible without viewers like Anaronix, Justin Nivik, and all y'all out there. Thanks for hanging out today. And remember, if you do enjoy this stuff, make sure you follow at the very least. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. Head on into our second match here with this deck. This is a sweet hand. It's like I talked to him in the last game. I think this card is just very good in Modern. Auriok Champion, very, very powerful card. Love what you do for the MTG community. Keep it up. Thanks for this 2-2-1-3 subscription, Gen Master. Welcome back, and thanks for keeping me employed here. Ugh, Tron. Please be something not Tron. Please be something not Tron. Okay, eggs. KCI is probably a bit hard for us. We don't really have a lot of interaction in our main deck. Post board, we get some discard spells and some Vamping Spheres, so like we have a chance there. It could also be Hardened Scales Affinity. Hardened Scales Affinity is probably a lot better for us than eggs. BVT for life. Thank you for the 5-month resubscription and welcome back. Confirmed hardened scales. Okay. Sweet. This deck's actually really good. This is one of the last decks. We played a green-white variation of this on stream pretty recently and we 5-0'd with it. Felt really pretty powerful and consistent. I think I want to just get my pressure into play here, and next turn I'll just go double champion. This lets me curve out really nice. Thoughts on Jund versus Death Shadow versus Traverse Shadow? I'd play Green Black Rock. Is that the answer you wanted? I like Green Black Rock. Ballista is going to dumpster us. That's true. Hopefully this is Hangboy. Tilt. Really like a path to Exile. Auriok Champion's less good when they're getting shot down inside of combat. Perfect. Need to draw a path sooner rather than later here. Yeah, if they have an Arcbound Ravager here, we're probably dead. If we don't, like, draw path, like, next turn. This is an RSP protein bar. It's delicious and keeps the energy up. All right, so we got Soul's Attendant into Auriok Champion. We might be able to race them here if they don't have another Walking Ballista. Their start's pretty slow and our start's pretty good. Well, alrighty then. I wonder if they have another Hangerback Walker. They cashed that in really aggressively, so I feel like they probably have another Hangerback Walker. All right. The fact that we drew this means I get to attack aggressively here because I can still block all their Thopters next turn. All right, trade off, take 2. Their deck deals large chunks of damage, but we are gaining large chunks of life, so... Another Expel. Okay. We have Stonies in our board. We do. We have a couple of Stonies and some Anguished Unmakings. So they could theoretically put 8 and then 11 counters on here and then mow our board down. Donna Inns, thank you very much for the brand new Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff. Thanks for supporting mine this month. I do not smoke. I find the smell very unappealing. Thanks, Imra. No. No! No, my poor board! Stop it! Mercy! Mercy! Yeah, the Fadex basically had a 5-0 list every time 5-0 lists have been posted since I started playing it. I think the deck is very good. Nice, Seth. Vampire is black. Does that mean my Fairy Rogue isn't black, chat? I flashed back to Souls last turn. Worth noting that Sorin's better than... This sword is better than the other one would have been here. Why are we dead? I mean, if they don't get anything else going on here, we're probably in an okay spot, right? Just your modern staple Westvale Abbey. Come on now, chat. They potentially lose to Flip Abbey if they pop their Hangerback Walker and get a bunch of blockers. They can play through it for a little while, but gaining 9 a turn is probably gonna be pretty good. Yeah, if they find another land, the Ballista becomes very difficult to deal with. They need an untapped land right now. Ormondal is about to play. Okay, that lets them proliferate Walking Ballista. Let them shoot down 2 of my things here. We're gonna sack the Hangerback Walker. Yeah, this is a good line from the opponent. Yeah, shooting 2 things is not enough, right? Because I make a thing and then I make 2 more things, then I can flip it. So you're gonna have to shoot 3 things to stop Ormondal here. Yeah, I know what Westvale Abbey does. This card was standard legal last time I played. Last time standard was good, this card was legal. I just start smashing, right? There's like very little chance they're beating this. It was fine. It's all playing green-white tokens. Yeah, we played it in black-white too. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to the Invitational or not yet. I need to figure out. I think if I go to that Invitational, I'd have to skip going to Vegas. I'm not sure if I want to do that. They get to charge Walking Ballista up very quickly here now. Woof. The dislike for standard right now is simply people have gotten burned on it too many times in recent memory. Yeah, because they can just like Throne of Geth to shoot down or sack the thing that they block with. I think we're actually going to lose here. Man, this is like the second match with this deck, isn't it? I hope we have time to get to company today. Just had like 3 2-hour decks. 4 2-hour decks, sorry. Zap him twice. It's really unfortunate for us that like 3 Walking Ballistas were in the top, top 17 cards of their deck. I think we're dead here, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna... Well... Am I gonna play for the timeout? I'm gonna play for the timeout. Fine. They're down 10 minutes this game. If we have another long game, we could just kill them that way. I missed a point of damage there. I'm just gonna let them kill me, or make them kill me. Alright, I lied. I'm done. We don't play for... It's been so long since we played to timeouts. Like, we could probably time this person out if we played all of it, but it's just not fun Magic. Really not fun Magic. Yeah, playing to timeouts is bad TV. That's our goal here. Winning this match of Magic doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Auriok Champion's just expensive. I want Stonies. I think I want Unmaking Seer too. I don't think I want Settle the Wreckage. I think that's probably a little bit too much removal. Let's run it like this and see how it goes. The vehicles and the Bitterblossoms have been sweet. Speaking of, this is a quality curve here. Yeah, the code's Hoagland PayPal Shiny Psyduck because it requires PayPal. Yeah, I was really impressed with the first game we played against the Hollowvine deck where we beat double Hollowed 1 turn 2 on the draw. Ginja, thank you for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month. Welcome. So Steel Overseer or an Expo? Yep. I don't think I want to offer this trade. We'll go Pain Seer plus Lookout this turn. I've beaten Hollowed 1 by attacking with a Birds of Paradise souped up by a Jeskai Ascendancy. Does that count? Overseer. All right. All right. Second Blossom means I'm just going to do that instead. The long read Pain Reader pause. Got our combo here. How do the vehicles feel in Modern? Aethersphere Harvester has overperformed the last couple of days. We played 2 different kind of like black-white small creature decks featuring Aethersphere Harvester, and just like Modern is a format where attacking and blocking is a big part of the game, and just like a 3/5 is a really big body, and only 1 point to crew is like pretty easy to cobble together. Yeah, five toughness is good, I agree. It's Star Creeper, yeah, basically. That's one way to look at it. Yeah, the fact that it, like, races, like, a 6-point life swing every single turn just, like, wins these races very hard. Alright, Pain Seer. Maybe Ray. I mean, this deck and the other Harvester deck that we played, neither of them felt like they were having a hard time turning Harvester on. Yeah. Modern staple night market lookout here coming in to give them the business. Would you say modern is stale right now? I mean, I literally just top 8 at a tournament with what is almost effectively a new archetype. So like, no. I'm gonna go with no to the is it stale question. Comments on my indie deck list there. I'll have a full article about the deck going up tomorrow, I believe. None of the sites give you discounts if you're paying with tickets, Shiny Psyduck. List is pretty good. Yeah, the article is going to list the latest version without sprites and then give some sideboarding notes on it as well. Are we dead? I think we're dead. I'm going to auto pass and let them figure it out. We're probably dead. My thoughts on Nimble Obstructionist and the rest of the deck will be in my article tomorrow. If they had Hardened scales, we would definitely be dead. We did, Zach. They got a second Hardened scales going along with Throne of Geth and double Walking Ballista. Yeah, this is pretty over. Just move along. I'm trying to finish our last 3 matches in the next hour so we can play Bant Company before we call it a day. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Yeah, there's leagues with the Hardened Scales deck on my YouTube channel. We actually had someone put 2 more copies of it back in the queue yesterday. The green-white version that we've been playing, and then the green mono-green deck that got 9th at a Grand Prix are in there. This hand is great. Gosh, turn 1 Sister, turn 2 Bitterblossom is just like everything I want to be doing in life. We are 1-1 in this league. Serum Visions. Yeah, like the token deck not beating, you know, Walking Ballista. Turbo Walking Ballista is not. 1414 subs on YouTube. We have a lot of sideboard cards for Storm. Our hand's kind of aggressive here, so like maybe we could get under them. I got you, Bionic. Why are you a 1-3? Why are you a 1-3? I'm gonna smash. I got one mode, chat. Smash. It's my only mode. Maybe I'll make them think we have Collective Brutality. Yeah. Yeah, just look them right in the eyes and go attack with everything. We are so dead, chat. Here's a shortcut for people that are bad at determining if they're dead. If they cast Gifts Ungiven with a creature in play and 3 red mana floating, you're dead. That's deterministic. Concede the game. That's the TLDR shortcut. All right, get in here, friends. Get in here, friends. All right, you ready to do it? Let's do it. They messed up. God bless. Slow and steady. The sideboard has a plan. I don't know if it's good, but it definitely has a plan. RDK, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month. Let's stand up. Let's mulligan. Seems not good against Storm, but it's keepable 6, I guess. Mojo, the best way to learn is by watching it be played. Caleb Shear has a ton of content streaming it on his YouTube channel, I believe, and I also have a couple leagues with it on mine as well. So watching some people that know what's going on bumble around. Thanks, Godlike Ono. Look at that. Some of them managed to read the chat rules. That's impressive. Not everybody on Twitch chat can manage to read the rules. This is my grizzly bear. There are many like it, but this one is mine. That was a good draw. Let's get this going so we can start looting ASAP. He was a tad salty. Pain Seer gives us a Dark Confidant trigger every time it untaps. So with the cards, it's basically like a 2/2 Dark Confidant that we can kind of control. It gives us the ability to control when we want to stop drawing cards with it. Get to the chopper. Alright, discard spell or damping sphere, please. Yeah, it's because Ponza's a really bad deck, Lukatog. I actually think Ponza's Titan matchup is probably bad because you have way more lands than they do Stone Rains. Winning on turn 2 twice, that's great. No! No, you're a monster! Yeah, I guess playing the second Copter is a little better. Although now we look smart and thin, having done what I did. It was a very rude grape shot. I'm gonna keep up appearances and make this attack again. I assume if we don't draw something here, we're going to die. Need a way to interact with them. It's not gonna do it, chat. It's not gonna do it. No, generally speaking, you should only be stifling the Storm Trigger as a last resort. Ideally, you should be winning before then, or you should be disrupting them before the game gets to that point. The Stifle Bird's primary mode is a 3/1 Flash Flyer. That's the goal. Am I dead? Storm is a linear combo deck. Most combo decks are linear. The way we use those definitions in Magic, linear and comboed are often interchangeable. Combo decks are generally trying to ignore what the opponent is doing and then go faster than them. An example of one of the few non-linear combo decks would be something like Bring to Light Scape Shift. Basically, the way to identify if a combo deck is non-linear is if it has a plethora of interaction in it. So like Bring to Light Scape Shift generally plays spot removal, it plays sweepers, it plays counter spells. Yeah, non-linear would be a control deck with a combo finish like Bring to Light. Linear means you're trying to ignore your opponent. Linear means that all things aside, the only reason you play interaction is to serve as anti-interaction. Yeah, old Splinter Twin would be a non-linear combo deck. Linear combo decks are optimized so that if you never interact with them, they're going to try and do their thing faster than you. It's one of the first Hearthstone hands we've had today. I feel like we've been running pretty good. We've not played a Coral Helm deck in recent memory. I mean, the way to figure out if a deck is linear, in my opinion, is to look at it and go, does this deck have a desire to interact with the opponent? And if the answer is no, then it's a linear deck. That's how you... I guess Copter on 2 lets us draw more cards. Yeah, maybe that is better. Copter into Seer. These Pain Seer should probably just be Dark Confidants. I think it's probably pretty bad. Like, we played Pain Seer in a different deck yesterday, but that deck had Dark Confidant in it as well. So like Pain Seer was like Dark Confidant 6, 5 through 8 in that deck. And here, without playing Dark Confidant, like if this was Bob, we'd have drawn a card already, so it'd be much better. We get spell colored here and hate ourselves. Yeah. I think Pain Seer is like probably playable, especially with vehicles as additional copies of Dark Confidant, but playing it instead of Dark Confidant seems a little absurd. I'm gonna concede to a second spell queller. We really don't have a lot of tools in our sideboard for something like this, do we? I guess Settle the Wreckage is probably fine. Sorins are a little bit hard to defend. Easy in, easy out. When was the last time you said that spell queller hitting Smuggler? It's been a while. Probably the Invitational at the end of 2016. Yeah, the last deck today is going to be a company deck, so we can practice rearranging the bottom 6 cards of our library in any order. Torpor Orb is like okay against spirits. It's not, I wouldn't call it good. I'd call it playable, but like not good. It's not the 2-drop we were hoping for. I guess we've got a lot of ways to remove spell callers from the board, though. So I'm assuming that means they're just going to play Geist of St. Traft and run us over. Torpor Orb is really terrible against Mardu, because Mardu like has Culligan's command, so like while you can theoretically shut off Bedlam, they're just going to destroy your Torpor Orb and 2-for-1 you. Our cards are probably really good in this matchup. It's like a bunch of flyers that are huge. Driving in my car, beep beep, do 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 do. Hope no one wrecks into me. Yeah, like, and this is like consistently a problem with like these Soul Sister style decks in Modern, that these decks, while they consistently look good on paper, they basically always kind of fall flat because synergy decks tend to not be very good in Modern. Their synergy decks tend to be too slow against the linear decks, and they tend to be not interactive, and they tend to be not fast enough. They tend to be too slow against linear decks, and the interactive decks kind of tend to pick them apart. So I feel like you kind of get hit from both sides of the table when you're playing a synergy deck like this. Well, our Path to Exiles are much, much worse here. Well, get to the chopper! To the chopper! Did you forget my car could fly? No! That's so rude, opponent. My car just wanted to fly. Yeah, Palm Facer, we've played decks like iterations like that on stream before, and they just get picked apart. They have a bunch of individually weak cards like I'm talking about, and they're consistently unimpressive. I should have gotten a white source there. I was talking. Yeah, definitely. The synergy decks in Modern tend to have to stop playing cards that could otherwise help them stay alive because those cards take away from their synergy package. So, mistakes were made, chat. And again, Luca, like what you're talking about are like getting into the nitty gritty of like these like nitpicking on definitions. So what I describe as synergistic, other people are going to bicker with me about that definition. In my mind, a synergy deck is a deck that's playing a collection of cards that are generally weak but are good when the sum of their parts comes together. Decks like aristocrat style decks that are playing cards that normally aren't playable on their own but are maybe playable in this other shell because they have other cards with them to make them better. Oh, Anhyronics. I think having linear decks exist and be competitive in Modern adds variety to the format and is generally a good thing. I think when linear decks are the best decks in Modern, that tends to be a bad thing. Yeah, Hollowed One is a synergy deck. Cards like Burning Inquiry and Goblin Lord, they don't see play outside of decks like Hollowed One. And there's a reason for that. I think we're dead, chat. I think we're dead. No, Humans has a bunch of interactive elements. Reflector Mage, Kitesail Freebooter, Meddling Mage. Humans is an aggressive deck. It's an aggressive, disruptive deck. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably stop accepting decks that have a bunch of Soul Sisters in them. They're pretty consistently disappointing. Yeah, I think my synergy, not very powerful style of deck is not very powerful cards. Like we have a lot of like individually weak cards that are hoping to come together and be better when they're together. I think that's just like not where you want to be in Modern by and large. So what am I doing here? We've got time for one